Hello everybody, Joe Bagnones here, and welcome back for another episode of MUV LUV Total Eclipse. It's only been a couple hours since I recorded my last part. Took a break, did some laundry, had some dinner. This is also going to be the last part I record before I go on my 5-day break to go see my folks. For you guys, it might only mean like an extra day between this video and the next. It depends when I decide to come back. I'm only going home for a couple days because, you know, I can only stand to be around for so long because the reason I joined the military, you know? But yeah, so last time I was tired because I just finished yard work. Now I'm tired because it's getting late and I have like a 7-hour drive tomorrow, so I'm going to be getting up at the ass crack of dawn. So I'm knocking this out before, you know, I just hit the hay and then fucking swing on my merry little way. But yeah, let's get in there. If you want to know what happened last time, watch the fucking last episode. Again, make burner burner accounts and rewatch it and re-like it and resub. Don't do that. That's bad. That's against YouTube's TOS. Anyway, yeah. Moving on.
これによって計画には当然遅れが出る。
Right stuff.
だがこの程度であれば
But man,
十
this
分
game
吸収できる
hates
範
my
疇。
PC. Like, its
ブリッジ使用以
optimization
下
is
テスト
must
パイ
be
ロット
weird, or my
スケジュールの
PC's
効果
build
的
must be
消化を
weird.
心がけよ。
Because whenever I like
ロール中
load a save,
私からは以上
it takes like a full minute and a half for it to come up. Like, I'll get the background and I'll get the nameplate without the name in there. It'll sit like that for a while, and then after a while the text will just fill in. I won't get any sound. I don't know if that's an engine difference, because in the day after, if you loaded a save, the sound bite would repeat. But here, it finishes and you just get the wall of text. Interesting. I wonder if that's like a back-end thing that other people are experiencing, or if it's just me with a shitty setup. I'm gonna, you know, assume it's the latter. What was the point in dragging me here if all I'm gonna do is sit on my ass and watch this chick drone on and on? And hell, what was even the point of the entire briefing? All she did was read from the handout. She didn't even allocate time for Q&A. Words. Off to a great start. Besides, why are we being forced into a multinational exercise at such an early stage in the program? It's just pissing time away.
各員、手元にある進捗スケジュールは再度確認しておくように。入ります。
いえ、私からは特に何も。
Good.
わかりました。以上、招待解散。
しゃあ盛り上がってきたぜ。
なんだあいつ、やけに張り切ってやがんな。
じゃあ招待ブリーフィングでね。
You should really like tucking your shirt or get a bigger shirt and like a bra when you're at it. So the powers that be called us here, only to repeat practically word for word what's written on these documents? It's been a week since I assumed my post here. I figured today would mark the actual start of things, but distractions keep popping up. Pretty easygoing bunch. She knows we're falling behind schedule. Why can't she just come out and say it? What's the point in hiding it from your staff? Maybe keeping us in the dark is the modus operandi in the XJF. I want to say XJF. It's XFJ. God, that's just fucking blocky to say. It doesn't flow good. We're supposed to do as we're told. No questions asked. Like good little robots.
不服そうだな、ブリッジ少尉。
He just always looks like that. No, ma'am. Nothing of the sort.
本当か？そうは見えないが。
I haven't been given enough information to decide whether I should be unhappy or not with our current situation, ma'am. Why is she singling me out? This woman is a real pain in the ass.
一つ確認しておく。
Because you fucking look like you ate something sour.
着任以来気になっていたが、貴様のその態度。本計画に対して何か含むところでもあるのか？
No, ma'am.
では、私個人に何か。
Yes, he's racist. No, ma'am. Was this precious samurai dropped on her head as a baby? Nobody in their right mind would answer that question honestly to a superior officer.
そうか。では貴様に教えておこう。そのふてくされた態度は和を乱す。理由がないのであれば正せ。いいな。
Oh, she got you there. Poor attitude. Fuck you. Why don't you try looking in the mirror, huh? Treat your surface pilots like we're robots or slaves. What a great idea. I'm sure that'll do wonders for morale. May I ask a question?
許可する。
Is that an official order in your capacity as the lead developer? You're trying to push your values on me in a personal capacity, Lieutenant.
どのように受け取るか貴様が決めていい。ただしその態度は改めろ。いいな。
I'll give it my best shot, ma'am, but I make no promises.
では努力を続けろ。分かったな、ショー。
Yes, ma'am. I'll give it my best shot. Ooh, she fucking went in close to the mic for that one. Mouthing off to any superior officer, I would have... What? Mouthing off to any other superior officer, I would have eaten a couple lefts and rights. Patience of a saint? Not quite, but not that far off either. That, or she's just a coward. Disruptive to my team, my ass. She's just worried I'll expose her. Yeah, they'll write a fucking hit piece and fucking post it on Vice or something. This woman drip feeds us a few nuggets of information and then expects us to follow her schedule, no questions asked. Dare the samurai dipshit act like she's trying to run a tight ship when she keeps treating us like her personal slaves.
話は変わるが、貴様は日系人だな、ブリッジ少尉。
Yeah? My mixed heritage, so what? Yes, Lieutenant? What about it?
同じ血を受け継ぐ者として言っておく。貴様のそのいじけ切った精神は不愉快であり、不憫だ。
Alright, now you're spoiling for a fight. What did you just say? This bitch. Where does she get off acting all high and mighty? Does she actually think I'm glad to be half Japanese? Just how arrogant can the Japanese be? How can they just assume anyone would be grateful to belong to a race of pompous jackasses? Oh boy, I love racial tensions in the workplace, my favorite. This whole project is in dire straits because of her leadership, but no. God forbid she takes the time for some self-reflection. Everything has to work her way, because she's always right. Even when her way is what's gotten us into this mess.
何があったのかは知らぬが、甘えるのもいい加減にしろ。貴様は日本人の面汚しだ。
Well, damn, good thing I'm an American. Fuck! Don't tell me how I should think, you bitch! The audacity of this woman to judge me when she knows jack shit about me. Screw her and screw her country. The men that never stick around to take responsibility for their actions. Disgrace to Japanese people everywhere. Haven't you read my file? I'm an American, born and raised in the United States. I bleed red, white, and blue. Deep breath? My sincere apologies, Lieutenant. Sorry to disappoint you, but as it so happens, those character flaws you have so helpfully pointed out are the most Japanese aspects of my personality.
何?
I say this as someone who shares your heritage, but this Japanese blood you hold in such high regard, it's nothing special.
ブリッジ少尉。上官に対する言葉遣いがなってないぞ。
Lieutenant Dogaloo? Huh? Expect that woman to lay a hand on me, but not him. I generally didn't see this coming. I'm very sorry, Lieutenant.
高村中尉。私の部下が失礼した。この責任は。
結構です、注意。こちらこそ、見苦しいところをお見せしてしまい、申し訳ありません。
ブリッジ少尉には、私からも言い聞かせておきますので。
お任せします。
Yeah, let's have a talk and fucking unpack, like, what the fuck that was?
貴様もさっさと戻って準備しろ。招待ブリーフィングは2時間後だぞ。
Yes, sir.
待て、少尉。
Oh god, what is it now?
これは、招待ブリーフィングで伝達しようと考えていたことだが、後でまたふてくされられても困るので、ここで話しておく。
Got the sarcasm get to the point.
知らぬい2型が組み上がるまでの期間、貴様の搭乗機は、吹雪という機体になる。
吹雪？
吹雪はタイプ97と呼ばれる、タイプ94直径の高等練習機だ。
A trainer craft? Test pilot flying a trainer craft? Oh, that's ridiculous. We're not developing a new iteration of the Fubuki for crying out loud. She's fucking with me, isn't she? Just how far will she go to humiliate me?
97式戦術歩行高等練習機。吹雪の資料だ。2時間後のブリーフィングまでに目を通しておけ。
Alright, that's kind
腕
of
は
fucked.
確かだが
Like, alright, you're
Nakanaka
developing
kusen.
this new fucking high-tech fighter
資料
aircraft.
の通りだな。
Here's your T6 Texan to fucking buzz around in. You know, and spray some pesticide on those fields while you're at it.
私の物言いにも問題がありました。
Yeah, that was, not the best way you could have handled that?
苛立っているのはわかるが、注意はそれ以上だということまで頭が回らないか。
いえ、私は。
Yeah, it's also not great to be pushing your fucking... I don't even know what that was. Like... racial... It was fucking weird, is what it was.
タイプ 941C の組み上げは大幅に遅れており、納得のいく説明は得られない。何かしら思惑があるにせよ、ハイネマン氏のマイペースさには、さすがに私も困っているのでな。わかるつもりだ。日本の将来を担ってここに来ておきながら、初めからそれでは辛いだろう。それに加えて、メインテストパイロットが、ああではな。
Main test pilot?
恐縮です。
だが、そうやってあがくことも、注意の責務だ。文化の全く異なる者同士をどう御すべきか。
Yeah, no.
日本人としての矜持をただ唱えるだけでは通用しない。
Yeah, that was... I don't even know what you're doing. You rolled like a fucking 1 on your diplomacy check.
何？計画は始まったばかりだ。焦らず、着実に進めればいい。
ご忠告、ありがとうございます。
高村注意！お疲れ様です。
Now, what's up, fucking hanger-ons?
ああ。
先ほどは大変でしたね、注意。
貴様たちにも不快な思いをさせた。すまなかった。
いいえ、注意は悪くありません。
Eh.
あの人腕もいいし、顔も割とまともだから、いいなって思ってたんですけどね。
長官に盾つくなんて、いくらメインテストパイロットでも感化できることじゃありません。
I don't know. She kind of brought that one on herself.
少尉は最前線を知らないから、ああいう不満を口にできるんでしょうね。
That like whole you kind of have an attitude problem thing. Yeah, totally fair. But like her self-imposed racial values thing is, oh.
いろいろと事情はありそうだけど、すべては自分の住む国があってこそなのに。
Hey, everyone's got their own problems.
そうですよね。少尉は贅沢だと思います。
Very presumptuous of you.
環境は少尉の責任じゃないけれど。
もういい、貴様たち。すべては私の不徳だ。迷惑をかけた。
注意はもっとガツンと言って、あいつにごめんなさいって言わせてやればいいんです。
I don't know about that one.
こらこら、ブリッジス少尉だってあれでも上官よ。
Yeah.
少しは敬意を払わないと。あれでも
Some.
少しは。
Just a modicum.
ありがとう。皆の気遣いに感謝する。私は大丈夫だ。次の準備に取り掛かってくれ。それから、貴様たちには少尉とうまくやってもらわなければ困る。彼は計画の遂行には欠かせない。頼む。
それでは失礼します。
Yep, later, scrubs.
そうだ。私には、前に進むという選択以外にはないのだ。やるべきことは。
She was her own fault for talking too slow. We're in a briefing room C-108. It was floor 1B, General Headquarters building. Gah.
おい、トップガン。
Did you just like tackle us?
何？どうしたの？
Jab to the stomach. With all her idiot strength. Fucking right in the diaphragm.
見直した。すごく偉いぞ。
She's congratulating me? Okay, great. So what did this bipolar fuck punch me? Tiny, you moron. What'd I do now?
さっき
きのブリーフィング。今日の演習内容のことだよ。ソ連のあいつらを引っ張り出したじゃないか。
Oh,
偉
that.
いぞお前。
I did what? And when? No, wait. I think I know what she's talking
ま
about.
さかソ連が名指しで来るとはな。どう考えたってこの前のドローン撃破のせいだって。お前の挑発が効いたってことだろ。
Yeah, great. You're starting beef. Good job. That's how it looks to you?
当たり前だろ。ソ連が合同テストを持ちかけてくるなんて前例ないんだ。連中が長期スケジュールにないことやるなんて異例中の異例なんだぞ。
I see. Well, this is a favorable development.
いやー、お前のチェイスなんて退屈だなと思ってたけど、こりゃがぜんやる気が出たぞ。よーし。今度こそねじ伏せてやる。
I wish you all the luck in the world, because you're gonna need it. Huh? No, let me stop you right there. This is a joint exercise, not a mock battle. We're not fighting each other.
まあそこはさ。
You for real? Tiny, I'll get on my knees and beg if that's what it takes. But for the love of God, don't antagonize the Soviets.
あ？何それ？自分の獲物に手を出すなってこと？それとも私があいつらに勝てないとでも言いたいのか？
It's unconductive for, productive work environment. Wrong. What I'm saying is, I got under their skin, alright? So let's keep poking the bear, and before long, you'll be facing off against your commie friends in a mock battle. Once that happens, we can go all out with no repercussions. Good things come to those who wait, you know?
ずいぶん気の長い子って。だいたいさ、そうなるって確証はあるのか？
Wait and hope. Well, I can't guarantee it. What I can guarantee is that if you take the first shot during the joint exercise, it's all the excuse they'll need to blow you out of the sky. Their idea ends with you getting chewed out by Lieutenant Dogaloo. Again. I don't know. I didn't know you were a glutton for punishment? So, yeah, you'll have to bear with it for now. There's a good chance the next time we meet them, it'll be on the opposite teams in a mock battle, or you'll be free to open a can of whoop-ass on our communist friends. Besides, Unit 2 is still in the shop, right? If you want to give yourself a handicap, that's fine. But think long and hard before you really want to start a fight you can't win.
まあ、確かにね。
Like hell I was gonna let this room temperature IQ creature's lack of impulse control cost me a chance at proving myself against the Scarlet Twins. Shit. Fighting them words. Fighting them is one thing I'm looking forward to. Of course, I'd fight them right now if I could, but I'm not even gonna try unless I'm in peak condition. No way could I hang in there with a frickin' trainer craft. Well, comes the brakes.
お前はこれ以上借りを増やさないように気をつけるんだな、タリーさ。
うるさい BG。あんたは引っ込んでな。
おいおい、ひでえな。善意の忠告だぜ。
So I want to say I like the tracks in this game. Good, like fucking just vibing VN music. Sure looks that way to me, VG.
ゆうや BG？
Yeah, we're teaming up against you.
おうよ。ゆうやと BG。お互い呼び方はそれが一番しっくりくるってな。な。
Yeah, that's right.
なんだよ。トップガンもマカロニも結構良かったのに。
冗談じゃねえよ。
Like hell they did.
じゃあ私のチョビもやめてくれよ。
No.
それよりゆうや、聞いたぜ。あの黒髪の注意さんに絡んで対象にぶん殴られたって。
こら無視すんな。
いやー、そんなイベントが見れるんだったらもう少し居残ってりゃよかったぜ。
Of course you do. You made the right call. Watching paint dry would have been more exciting.
ま、ほどほどにしとけよ。お互い不慣れなポジションやらされてるもん同士なんだから。
Are you kidding, right? Me and that chick have nothing in common.
ちょっとマカロニ。私がトップガンと話してんだ。邪魔すんな。
なんだよ、そう邪険にすんなって。
Yeah,
今回
we're
は
all a
招
big
待
happy
候補なん
family
だ
here in this
ぜ。
team.
チームワークが大事だってこの前ゆうやに教わったばかりだろう。
あんたに言われたくないね。
What a
さっ
crassable
さと行き
creature
な
you
よ
are.
からに。
わかったわかった。行きゃいいんだろ行きゃ。じゃあな。あ、それからマカロニはやめろ。
So, Tiny, picking up from earlier.
ああ、わかってるって。2番機の修理が終わるまではおとなしくしてるよ。
So, where is she? Is she just below our fucking line of sight? Glad to hear it.
ああ、早く2番機直ってこないかな。なんでこんなに時間がかかるんだよ。
Do you even have to ask? It's because the Scarlet Twin beat you up 7 ways to Sunday, duh. I'll ask Vincent about it later.
ああ、自分で聞くからいいよ。それにしてもあんたの相棒、かなりの腕だな。見直したよ。
Yep, guy's a genius. That didn't take long. I think they were at each other's throats only days ago.
いやー、あたしら、整備兵は敵に回せないじゃんか。だから挨拶代わりにしぶしぶ声かけたら、エロい質問攻めにあってさ。それがまた的確なんだよ。
Vincent's love for TSF's borders on obsession. He's totally infatuated with that active eagle. Go ask him about it and he'll talk your ear off.
それならそうと早く聞いてくれればよかったのに。人見知りかよ。
Jesus Christ. You guys could have gotten along from the start, but no. You picked a fight with him the literal moment we arrived.
男が細かいこといつまでも気にしてんなよ。
Yeah.
とにかく、優秀な整備兵は貴重な財産だ。2番機の仕上がりが楽しみだよ。
You're giving me a headache. The fact Tiny recognizes Vincent's skills proves she's a great service pilot. I wonder, is that why she's become so annoyingly buddy-buddy with me? Though to be fair, I've become pretty outgoing myself. Now that I've worked with Tiny and BG a few times, I can say for sure we're hitting it off. Quite the contrast with the mopey loner I was back at Groom Lake. These guys are team players, and I have yet to witness any of that locker room bullshit I'm so familiar with. Yeah, this is how a development team should be. All the more reason that Japanese doll's attitude pisses me off so much. The Japanese have a real talent for getting on my nerves. Lack of professionalism is dragging down development. Sticking your lead test pilot in a trainer craft for shits and giggles? Come on! So she doesn't even want to develop a new TSF for God's sake. Here it is. Look up the definition of unreliable scrap metal and you'll find a picture of Type 97 Fubuki. Check out that frame. Way too flimsy. This whole thing is about as intimidating as a starving supermodel.
あざは増えてないみたいだな。
What?
招待ブリーフィングがあったんだろ。また注意に絡んでぶん殴られてないかと思ってさ。
Hilarious, Vincent. You know I'm not trying to pick a fight. She's the one provoking me.
たく、ガキだよな。
Well, yeah. You can't expect better from a Japanese doll. Haha, more
知ってて
racism.
ボケてんじゃねえよ。お前もだって相棒。
What was I supposed to do? Not answer her questions?
そういうところがガキなんだって。ぶん殴られて当然だ。
You were too honest. Sorry for being me. Jesus.
なあ相棒。ここはグルームレイクでもホームタウンでもない。誰も俺たちを異物扱いしねえって。
So quit being such a fucking sourpuss all the time. Well, that remains to be seen.
そりゃ確かに人間怒った時の方が本音が見えやすい。でもな、何考えてるかわかんねえやつ片っ端から挑発して反応を見るってのはもういいんじゃねえのか？
Yeah, well, honesty is a virtue and all that, but too much of a good thing is a bad thing.
そのせいで散々苦労してきたじゃねえか。ここでわざわざ繰り返すこともないと思うけどな。
You're just naturally an asshole. Whatever, man. Anyway, what do you think about this dainty little ballerina? Can it be used as is or not?
まさかとは思うがお前、この練習機ミッションが注意の異種返しだなんて思ってるんじゃねえだろうな。
I mean, he does, but he probably knows better, but he just refuses to accept it. No, not really.
ま、そう思う気持ちもわからんでもない。だがな、実証実験機の組み立てが遅れているのは事実だ。
What's your point?
キャリアがあるって言っても、 お前が関わったのはアメリカ機の開発だけだろ。組み上がるまでこいつで慣れとけっていう注意のオーダーは至極真っ当だと思うぜ。
Kind of like improve your repertoire of knowledge, like of hands-on, like what their performance, what they feel like. Okay. Nothing unreasonable about a superior officer withholding crucial information, like, say, a delay in development from the main test pilot.
わざわざ海を越えて持ち込んでる以上、当初からこいつでの完熟は計画に組み込まれているはずだろ。確かにあの言い方はどうかと思うが、注意だけをせめてやるな。悪いことは言わねえ。今は黙って乗っとけ。
Mm-hmm. So, do we know how late the proof of concept unit is going to be?
少なくとも週単位だな。でもって、注意の焦りはどこ吹く風で、アイネマンのおっさんは、今朝の調子でマイペース維持してるってわけだ。
Well, you say so. Sounds like boning. Oh god, I always want to say Boeing, but it's boning, which is dumb. Hey! Oh, which is dumb in its own right. But hey, what can you do? Oh god, my nose. Ugh. I had a second one just like sitting in the bridge of my nose waiting to fucking go, but it just died. Should they even realize who stands to benefit the most from this project?
そう言うな。仕方ないさ。モーニング独自の蓄積に基づいた回収パーツがこの計画の肝なんだ。現場の主任程度に口出しできるレベルの話じゃねえって。
I don't give a damn about politics. All I want to know is, can we use this guy or not?
性能的には問題ない。あとはお前次第だ。
Alright. Can't say I like it, but the mission's the mission. Guess I'll just have to grin and bear it.
それだけは信じられるんだけどな。ちなみに、1対3だぞ。
You have 1 to 3 to 1.
俺たちのレート、お前と注意。どっちが先に白旗を上げるかってな。
Gambling again. Mechanics never change. This bunch could take bets on how fast paint dries.
それこそが整備兵の整備兵たるゆえんなのさ。国連だろうがアメリカだろうが関係ない。
Yep. I guess. Anyway, you can relax. I'm gonna help you make a killing this time.
お？いつになく謙虚だな。少しは成長したか？
Humble? How so?
俺は博打に市場は挟まない主義でね。今回はサムライガールに乗った。
Ugh. What? Vincent, you traitor!
おいおい、そんな捨て犬みたいな目で見つめないでくれ。心が痛むじゃねえかよ。
This asshole!
いやー、やっぱり謙虚さは大切だよな。お前は白旗を上げることを覚え、人として一回り成長し、俺は賭けに勝つ。いいね。美しい。嘘だよ。ちゃんとお前にかけてるから安心しろって。
I don't know, my man. Not like I care. Do whatever you want. This fucker's having a blast at my expense. Anyway, how's Tiny's Unit 2 holding up? He's been bugging me to ask.
ああ。背中のスラスターとジャンプユニットはまだ当分かかりそうだ。機体の方は行っちまった走行の感想だけで済んだが、何しろ墜落機だからな。伝送系や制御系のチェックは念入りにやらんと。
Actions have consequences. That's what she gets for acting like an idiot. Yeah, but it fucking sucks when the person's actions don't result in consequences for them and it's consequences for a team of 20 other people who are going to be working around the clock for the next 2 weeks trying to fix it.
待ちきれなくて文句言ってたろ。
Believe it or not, she spoke highly of you. It seems you've managed to win her over.
ああ、一番機の調整もちょっとやってやったんだよ。お前と違ってあのチビはシンプルだからな。後腐れもないし、調整も楽なもんさ。
Sorry, but you know me. I hold on to grudges.
ああ、一発やったぐらいで女房面する女と同じレベルだぜ。
What the fuck is with that analogy? Don't you dare compare me to some kind of gutter slut that opened her legs for you.
あんだらでもねえくせに強がるなよ。俺に憧れてるんだろ？仲良くしようぜ。
Would you please stop with the stalker shit and move this along, please? We don't have all day. Yeah, get out of here, stalker.
照れちゃってもう仕方ねえな。ほれ、データシート。
Thanks.
最後に操縦系だが、まあ見ての通り、完成ユニットもシートもアメリカメーカーのライセンス生産品だ。戸惑うことはないだろう。
So you say.
おい、ゆうや。
He's
お前
reading.
ちゃんと聞いてたか？
Sure am.
本当かよ。ただぼーっとしてたんじゃねえだろうな。
I was listening intently, of course. Long story short, this TSF is a copy of the Eagle. The Type 97 tries to copy the best of the second generation F-15C Eagle. That's how you end up with a third generation machine that's still inferior to the F-15E Strike Eagle.
何が言いたいかわかるぜ。けど先生、残念だが、タイプ97は正真正銘の第三世代機だよ。確かにイーグルをベースにしちゃいるが、日本人はすげえいい仕事をしたぜ。
As long as it doesn't crash, they could dress up this piece of junk in a kimono for all I care. I'll show you how to handle it. I'll show them how to handle it. That's what test pilots are for, anyway.
ま、百聞は一見にしかずってな。とにかく動かしてみろ。いろいろわかるはずだ。
Training ground A103, test site 18. I didn't get that last part, but that's fine. Ooh, a little crusty frame rate. Never hurt no one. Ugh, son of a bitch! What is it with this damn machine? Ugh. Fucking what's going on? Ah, shit! There goes my firing window. Oh, this piece of crap isn't giving me the response I want. Oh, why the hell does it skid so much? It's a brand new machine, so it's not like there's a mismatch with some other pilot's data. Is this TSF even running on the same OS? The dude was slicing.
しっかりしなよトップガン。初めて見るベータの大群にビビったのか？この程度の数、アジアじゃ普通だよ。
ヨーロッパもな。
Yeah. Ooh, moving beta, how fun. That's not the problem. It's this goddamn machine. God damn it, I'm in deep shit. None of my system warnings went off, and the TSF behaved normally until we reached the first training grounds. All TSFs, advance and intercept the enemy. I'll catch up with you ASAP. I don't even bother ordering them around. I'm already taking care of everything. Son of a bitch, I'm the problem here. I'm the one dragging the team down. I need to shape up. I'm a test pilot, for God's sake. Not just any test pilot, I'm the main test pilot. Call sign number 1. What the fuck is wrong with me? Switching the sights around like a fucking amateur. What? Wait, the blade? Right. Got a melee blade for close quarters combat. I've never used anything besides a knife. Oh, whatever. No time to overthink this. Here goes nothing. Yeah! Awaken your inner weed. This bastard won't go down! Shit!
コマンドポストより正体復帰状況終了ジャイブスシステム停止速やかに演習開始座標に復帰せよ
よー、お疲れさん。
Don't want to talk about it.
お待ちかねだぜ。
Oh, great. Oh, look at her. A picture of stoicism. Please. Woman, I know you're dying to chew me out.
本日の結果、少しは恥じているのか、少尉。
Yes, of course I am, Lieutenant. Speaking as a service pilot, it was an embarrassment. I've mastered every technological demonstrator machine the US military has thrown my way. I couldn't get a handle on this Japanese piece of garbage. The shame this doesn't even begin to cover it.
合同テストの結果は、デブリーフィングを待つまでもなく明らかだ。 西側の総合スコアは東側の足元にも及ばなかった。特筆すべきはソ連軍試験部隊だ。受け持ち区画のベータを一掃する大戦果を上げている。
Well, good for them. Fuck you. You don't need to rub it in my face. Besides, Scarlet Twins carried their team and you know
対
it.
して貴様が指揮した我がアルゴス小隊は最後まで防衛線の押し上げができなかった。非撃墜機こそ出さずに時間いっぱいしのいだが、お粗末としか言いようがない結果だ。
You didn't lose, but you didn't win.
貴様は当初吹雪の挙動に戸惑っていた。乗り慣れない機体である以上、
yeah.
それはやむを得ない。だが機体特性を理解し状況と折り合いをつけず、結局最後まで米軍流を通した。
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, of course you would.
例えば軌道制御だ。鋭角ターンで姿勢が不安定になると分かった時点で、それに固執せず艦船界で対処することもできたはずだ。
With all due respect, Lieutenant, we're talking about the kind of maneuvers any American TSF can execute without a hitch.
ほう。構わん。続けろ。
Then let me get straight to the point. There's a fundamental problem with the TSF's design. I was able to execute any kind of maneuver I was able to execute any kind of maneuver I could conceive when piloting an Eagle. Hell, even an F-4 Phantom, which is an obsolete model by now. The Type 97 is sorely lacking in horsepower. The engine's output just doesn't match the machine's peaky? I guess that's an adjective. Peaky thrust acceleration curve. I would be caught dead before deploying a decrepit TSF like this in actual combat. Ooh, words, they're hard to say. The way it looks to me, the Japanese tinkered with the Eagle a bit too much, and in the process, you eliminated all of its strengths. Type 97 is utterly maladjusted. I participated in the Raptor's operational tests. I can say with confidence that a third-generation TSF is on a whole nother level. If the Type 97 is this bad, I can only imagine how terrible its predecessor, the Type 94, must be.
要するに、今日の結果は機体のせいだと言いたいのか?
Not at all. My job is to bring out the potential of any machine I pilot, and it's clear I failed. I'm not going to make excuses for my poor performance. I'm simply giving you the honest assessment of the Type 97's capabilities, acting in my capacity as a test pilot.
なるほど。
I can't believe the Japanese are actually downgrading existing TSFs under the guise of domestic development. Does the Japanese Empire care more about its international prestige than the lives of its own pilots?
吹雪の機体特性は他の帝国製第三世代機を乗りこなすために設定されているものだ。加えて練習機として設計されてはいるが、我が国では実戦配備もされている。
Cool. And a lot of, like, smaller countries fly the T-6 Texan with fucking missiles attached to it. What point are you trying to get here? Yeah, she's nothing but talk. Same as the bureaucrats I've dealt with my entire life. People like her don't give half a shit about us pilots' lives. People like her treat the rules as if they were commandments from God himself, but wouldn't think twice about skirting them if it was for their own benefit. The entire race of chicken hawks. Japanese really are the bottom of the barrel. What an awful thing to say. Surface pilots have human rights too, you know. The whole idea seems insane to me. Might as well hand them a machine gun and send them out with a pat on the back.
何を疑うのも自由だ。だが帝国の英士は貴様が直面した状況より過酷な前線に送り出されても吹雪をうまく使いこなしているわ。
I find that very hard to believe. Japan is a frontline country, and military affairs are a national priority. Disinformation is only to be expected.
信じないのも自由だ。だが吹雪で錬成された我が国の英士は貴様が絶賛する F-15 も同様に使いこなすぞ。しかもその者たちはすべて半年の即成カリキュラムしか受けていない。最前線たる我が国には英士を満足に育て上げる時間はないのでな。
So what? What are you trying to say?
つまり少なくとも貴様の技量は吹雪 F-15 の両機を乗りこなす我が国の英士に比べ確実に劣っているということだ。はっきり言おう。貴様は未熟だ。
I have much to learn?
当計画のメインテストパイロットがその程度であるという事実。それが早々に判明したことはある意味幸いだ。
Running your mouth, huh? I swear, if she was a dude, her face would have met my fist by now.
私は先日、貴様と招待英士たちが行った模擬戦、ケース47を観戦していた。確かに、あのような慣れ合いで満足しているようでは、今日のような状況に即応できないのは当然だろうな。
What? What do you mean by advantageous to you, Lieutenant? I demand an explanation.
自身と相手の能力を全て知り、なおかつその行動予測が可能な状況。逆に問うが、これのどこが慣れ合いではないというのか。ベータには人間の予測など全く通用しないんだ。そして死などものともしない強靭な生命体が無限とも思える物量で押し寄せてくるんだぞ。
Alright, fucking take your trauma somewhere else.
人間同士で戦うための演習などに何の意味がある。言っておくが、最前線にはテストパイロットなどという職業はないぞ。基本設計に問題があるだと。我々の先達はもっと性能の劣る機体で必死にベータの進行を食い止めてきたんだぞ。だからこそ我々は今こうしてのんきに演習ごっこに興じていられるんだ。
Trifling games! We test pilots, risk life and limb time and again to obtain the data you so badly need, and you dare call our exercises trifling games? Ooh, ran out of breath on that one. I started on like fucking only half a breath. No, let me tell you who's playing games. You go on and on about domestic development, but all you do is beg for our scraps, treating some half-assed upgrades like they're the goddamn technological breakthroughs. And then you refuse to share information with your pilots, from minor things like short-term goals to actual frickin' schedule. But we're still supposed to just follow orders like good little robots. How's that not playing games?
それは XFJ 計画のことを言っているのか。
Yes. What else could I be talking about? The only thing we get from you are these holier-than-thou lectures and not a single piece of actionable information.
いやー、わかった。わかりました。
Oh yeah, Vincent's here.
お二人の言い分はよーくわかりましたから、この続きはデブリーフィングで。ね、そろそろ整備始めたいかなーなんて。いやー、すいません、すいません。今回は俺に免じて一つ。ほんと、申し訳ないっす。
ローウェル軍曹。邪魔してすまなかった。
Yeah, this is very unbecoming of both of you. Little Fort Entertainment District.
ほら、タリサ、グラス出せよ。乾杯すんぞ。
何にだよ。そんな気分じゃな
Hey,
い
you
って
just got your asses kicked.
今ここにいない我らがアルゴスワンにでしょ。
あいつせっかく慰めてやろうと思ったのに断りやがって。
He's busy moping.
おいおい、お前さんがあんな猫なで声で誘ったら、怪しすぎて普通断るって。
なんだよBG だって同情見え見えだったじゃんかよ。
Yeah, but like, guys just are able to like connect on a level I can't speak. Intrinsically. Like, we just pick up the vibe and it just clicked, you know?
はいはい、わかったわかった。ほんじゃ、ステラ、さっきので頼むわ。
ユウヤが必死で守ろうとしたテストパイロットの名誉に。
名誉に。
Oh, they heard about that, huh?
今日もお揃い。
That little spat in the hangar.
ブリッジス少尉は？
ああ、ちょっとな。今日は一人反省会の気分だってよ。
Self-reflection. That's a nice thing to call it. Dude's probably fucking steaming like a bag of broccoli.
一人反省会？
ああ、米軍トップテストパイロットのメンツ丸つぶれだったからな。いい君だ。
へえ、彼米軍のトップだったんだ。意外にすごいのね。
I mean, but he's also probably feeling fucking pretty disappointed in himself for, you know, not just being able to magically know how to pilot a TSF with a completely different design philosophy than what he's used to.
所詮米軍ってことさ。平和など田舎のお山の大将ってね。
そんなことないわよ。アメリカの陸軍戦技犬って言えば、ワシントン州のヤキマに本拠地を置く実戦志向の少数精鋭部隊よ。
Good old Yakima.
知っていたのか、ステラ。
その中でも機密性の高いエリア51。グルームレイク基地の派遣分隊にいたユウヤは、まさに精鋭中の精鋭。その実力は、初日の A1 演習で思い知ったでしょ？
Yeah, yeah.
うん。別に。
Yeah, except he got you.
つまり、彼本物のエリートってことね。
それだけに、今日の結果で受けるショックも半端じゃねってことさ。
でしょうね。
もう。
Oh, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, kind of thing. In front of the General Headquarters building.
端的に言えば、機体側の異常は全く認められなかった。お前のレポートに沿って念入りにチェックした結果だ。
そうか。
不本意だろうが、タイプ97は正常だ。挙動のブレとやらは、こいつの仕様だよ。
My feelings on the matter are irrelevant. There was broken and perfect condition. I failed to get a handle on the machine. That makes me the problem. I've been developing American TSFs all my life, but it sure ain't looking like I'm able to pilot Japanese TSF with confidence anytime soon. Even if its motion? Yeah, even if its motion pattern is according to specifications, I don't understand what's beneficial about having the machine skid like that. I've piloted all kinds of machines, TSFs that could be charitably called coffins, experimental proof-of-concept crafts, and pre-deployment mass production prototypes. In all my years, I've never seen one of them incorporate such a pointless feature on purpose. Damn thing feels like I'm walking on ice, slipping sideways all the time. It's impossible to draw a bead on my target when the damn TSF won't stay still. But it even affects melee combat.
貴様の技量は吹雪 F15 の領域を乗りこなす我が国の兵士に比べ確実に劣っているということだ。
Yeah, it's like fucking driving without traction control turned on. Fuck. Whether it comes down to TSF handling or intuition, I've always been in a league of my own. I've thrown everything away in pursuit of this one goal with single-minded dedication. I have nothing else. I had to, or I wouldn't have made it this far. I would have never become a test pilot, the cream of the crop among surface pilots, or have been chosen as the #1 pilot in the U.S. Army Combat Technology Research Unit. Ooh, words.
帝国の兵士は貴様が直面した状況より過酷な前線に送り出されても吹雪をうまく使いこなしているが、吹雪で錬成された我が国の兵士は貴様が絶賛する F15 も同様に使いこなすと。
Is that woman telling the truth? Even if she lied to win that little debate, a simple check of the Imperial battle records would expose the truth afterwards. Credibility as lead developer would be shot. Nobody would be stupid enough to pick that fight. No, she meant every word. There was no lie in her eyes. All my life, others have looked at me with eyes full of hatred and contempt. I've learned how to tell. It's a survival skill. It was impossible to miss the sincerity in her gaze. Ah, son of a bitch! Practically admitting she was right, aren't I? No, think about it. She's been born and raised in a militaristic frontline country. Maybe she's just dumb enough to swallow Japan's propaganda, and as long since stopped thinking for herself? That's a possibility I can't deny at this point, but what if that's not it? Because that would mean there's something wrong with my skills. Something wrong with my fundamental piloting instincts. No, there's no way.
その者たちはすべて半年の即成カリキュラムしか受けていない。
Half a year means they got at least a couple months to learn how to get used to. A couple months to get used to how the TSF handles. That's on top of lectures covering its specifications and operation. Oh, that stupid bitch. Where does she get off? Anybody can handle any TSF after hours and hours of practice. If you can't, you have no business on the front in this line of work. Man, I'm just flubbing it all over the place, huh? In fact, you wouldn't throw somebody into the cockpit with no forewarning and hope of everything works out. What? We wouldn't throw someone in the cockpit with no forewarning and hope everything works out. Okay, yeah, that's what I said. That was plain irresponsible and could have led to tragic consequences if someone less proficient was sitting inside the cockpit. There's a standard procedure to follow. I would have performed close to my usual level if I'd been briefed on the TSF's characteristics. That was a close call. I almost bought what that woman was selling. Yeah, sure can't let my guard down around the Japanese. After Mom and I have had to eat shit all our lives, I should know better, shouldn't I? All courtesy to that Japanese asshole who played around with Mom and then tossed her aside. Motherfucker ruined her life. Son of a bitch. It's getting chilly. As if getting transferred to the middle of goddamn nowhere wasn't bad enough. The nights here are so freaking cold my ass is gonna freeze off. Huh? Is that a kid? Huh? Oh, yeah, I am. What's a kid doing here alone this late at night? Hey, where's your family? Could it be their HQ personnel or something like that? That what your relatives are called? So, that means you're from the Soviet Union, right? Why would a Soviet civilian? Hell, why would the little kid hang out near the UN headquarters? Pretty sure we're quite a ways away from Little Fort. Do you know where your parents are? Are you lost? If you're not lost, you should go back home soon. This area is off limits to civilians, even if you're a relative of the staff. This is going nowhere. She's old enough to know better, but it's clear she doesn't understand the gravity of the situation. One look at her face tells me she didn't get half of what I said. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is why I don't like kids. Hey, is your family somewhere around here? What? Then what the hell's she doing? No, whatever. That doesn't matter. There's no point in badgering her with questions. Safety comes first. She needs to go home ASAP. You should hurry back to the Soviet Union's residential area. I mean, hurry back home. Wait, something doesn't add up. The Soviets' residential area is in the Soviets' territory. That's on the other side of the Porcupine River. It's got to be at least 10 kilometers away. Did she even make it back home on her own? How did you get here anyway? Shuttle bus? You walked? She can't go back using public transportation, huh? No way she knows the name of her bus stop or anything like that. Them's the brakes, I guess. I'll take you to the entrance of the Soviets' residential area. Ah, Christ. I know I'm kind of an asshole, but I just don't have it in me to tell a little girl to walk back home alone. Anyway, what are you doing wandering around in the middle of the night? Seriously, you're gonna catch a cold. Huh? What's she doing? There's no malice in her eyes. An innocence so pure, it's borderline eerie. Maybe she has yet to experience the realities of the world. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm a sturdy one, so don't worry about me catching a cold. Are you, like, looking into her mind unconsensually? I don't appreciate that if that's what you're doing. My heart? What's that supposed to mean? I really doubt it, but maybe she can tell I've been having a rough day? I mean, you seem to always have a permanent scowl and are brooding, so... Thinking about it, I totally forgot about my worries the moment I met this little girl. And her gaze, it's calming, for the lack of a better word. Huh. What a weird kid. Well, yeah, I'm okay. Right as rain. It's kinda hard to act contrarian when your conversation partner's an innocent little girl. Yeah, you, please stay out of our head. Alright, I'll go get the car, so be a good girl and wait for me here. Deal? Hey! Well, she could have also just read his name tag to get his name. Hey! Don't wander off by yourself! Is that sign written in Cyrillic? I can't make heads or tails of it. What's up with this place? I thought it was a hospital at first, but I kind of get the feeling it's not. It's sort of ominous, even. Yeah, I knew I should have dropped her off at the entrance and went on my merry way. But she looked like she was about to cry, and against my better judgment, I followed her inside. Say, are you okay? Is it okay? Are you sure it's okay for me to be here? I was reading like the end and middle of the sentence at the same time, and my brain just didn't know what to do. And is it really okay for me to meet this, Misha person?
ミーシャはいい子。平気。
And the other one you mentioned?
クリスカは、とっても優しいよ。
Well, alright.
行こう。
Hey! At least it's safe to say there's no chance this is a military facility. I mean, they would never let an outsider like me simply waltz into the premises if that was the case, right? Still, residential area and all, there's something oddly disquieting about this place. Well, let's hope nothing happens as long as I stick with my chaperone. But, I guess worst comes to worst, I can simply explain myself to Misha and Kriska.
Oh.
Hey, what's the matter? It's dangerous to stop without warning, you know?
ミーシャ、こっちかも。
Wait, what? Some kind of archive? Yeah, this place is starting to get real ominous, alright. Some beds lined up together, a huge-ass tank, and... is that a robot arm? Oh, that's too creepy, even for a sweatshop. A bunch of things written on the walls, but it's all in Cyrillic. Inside Soviet territory, but this is still a UN base. Would it kill them to offer some English translations? It's the goddamn international language.
ここ、
Hey, so...
ここ。
Huh? 8-digit password device with a built-in palm print scanner? That's an insane increase in security level. Ah, dude, seriously? This innocent little girl is entirely at home operating security on that scale? My best guess, her parents are big shots of some kind, and she's used to having the run of the place. I need to come up with one hell of an explanation for her parents, or they'll send me back home in a body bag.
ミーシャ。
I'm sorry for the sudden intrusion. I'm a surface pilot with the UN for... The room's empty.
ほら、ミーシャ。
That's Misha? I was about to say that's like generally a name for a bear, right? Because there's even the show about it, huh?
そう、ミーシャ。
The bear? Misha's a teddy bear? So this is Misha. I got it. And here I thought Misha would be her tough-as-nails father, or perhaps her overprotective mother. But no, Misha was a teddy bear all along. Would have been talking past each other this whole time. Oh, we've been talking past each other. Well, what's done is done. She's home now. That's all that matters. Time for me to beast a hasty retreat.
動くな
Hey, what the hell?
動くなと言っている次は撃つ
Would you calm down? There's a kitty here.
両手を頭につけてゆっくりこちらを向けクリスカ、
Kriska? Are you her family?
家族イーニャがそう言ったのか
We kind of led her to that conclusion, but don't worry about it. Yeah, she did. So this little girl is called Ina, huh? Inia? Inia. Okay. Well, it's nice to finally put a name to the face. This woman here is a more pressing concern. A Russian-style shooting stance, with her sights set squarely on my head. Yeah, she's no amateur. She's a trained soldier. God damn it. Today is not my day. Everything's been going down the drain since that exercise in the afternoon. If I knew this would happen, I would have gone out drinking with VG and the gang.
何を笑っているずいぶん余裕だな貴様自分が何をしたのか分かっているのか
No, we don't. Lady, I'm real sorry about barging in here, but I was only trying to get this little girl back home safe. I have no ulterior motives.
本当だよ、クリスカ。本当なの。
Yeah, she can read our mind.
いいにゃいい子だからお部屋から出てちょうだい
Grown-up's gonna have a talk?
クリスカ、やめてよ。
その場でゆっくりひざまずけいいなゆっくりだぞ貴様はユーヤブリッジズ
Huh? Yeah, so what? Okay, I'm completely lost. How come Ice Warrior Princess here knows my name? because you're in uniform with a name tag. It's bloodlust. Sure, felt it somewhere before, but where? Well, that sounded like more footsteps.
侍？
そうよ。パパは侍。礼節をわきまえ、思いやりの心を忘れない謙虚な人。だから、多くの人を助けるために、遠い国に行っているのよ。弱い人たちを守るために、いつも先頭に立って戦うの。ゆうや、寂しいかもしれないけど、あなたもパパのように、
Alright, we're getting
心の
some
強い、立
childhood
派な人
flashback.
になりなさい。
そしたら、パパは帰ってきてくれるかな？
そうね。いつパパに会ってもいいように準備しておきましょう。ママも一緒に頑張るわ。
うん、わかった。僕もパパみたいに立派になる。
Oh, sweet summer child.
だから奴に気を許すなと言っただろう。いつか必ず痛い目を見るとな。
違うわ、父さん。あの人は悪くない。それに私、後悔なんてしてないもの。
Alright, let's get the full story on what happened here.
何が違うものか。ジャップはずる賢くて
I see.
卑怯なクズ殿だ。お前はもてあそばれ邪魔になったから捨てられたんだ。
Ah, he learned the racism from his grandfather. Very cool.
父さんが彼の何を知っているっていうの？おお、やめてちょうだい。
哀れな我が娘よ。あの男はお前を裏切ったんだぞ。
目を覚まさなきゃいけないのはどっち？東南アジアの捕虜収
Yep,
容所で
I was about to say,
父さんにひど
you
い
know,
ことをしたのは
sitting
誰じゃないのよ。
2000 old ass man here, probably. I know it's not technically World War II in this timeline. It's like the Great Pacific War or something, but it pretty much played out the same way.
お前にはジャップの汚さが分かってないんだ。あいつらは不意打ちで戦争を。
もうたくさんだわ。私と彼は心から愛し合っていた。父さんや母さんがなんて思おうと、そのことに変わりはない。
愛し合っていただと？だったらなぜ自分の子を宿した女を置き去りにできる？
And man had to go fight for the homeland and all that.
それは
You know, warrior
仕方
things.
のないことなのよ。父さんは何も知らないから。
仕方がないだと？お前の未来を奪い自分の子供すら顧みないそんな男をお前は。
違うのよ、父さん。あの人は
それだけではないぞ。ブリッジス家の伝統を、我が一族の誇りを奴が踏みにじりズタズタに引き裂いたんだ。
How?
最愛の我が娘ミラよ。お前はそれすらも仕方ないとい
I
うのか。
mean, did he do anything besides just leaving? Or is that the long and short of it?
ごめんなさい、父さん。すべて私のせいなの。あの人は悪くない。
違う。悪いのはジャップだ。お前は騙され誰にも望まれていない子を産んだんだ。
Ooh boy, this is gonna cause some childhood trauma.
信じられない。父さん、子供の前でそんなひどいこと言わないで。
こいつさえいなければお前は。こいつさえ。
Wouldn't it be what?
お願い、父さん。もうやめてちょうだい。
I feel like our guy here might need to go to therapy a bit.
こいつさえ。
I mean, and by that I mean everyone here, but mainly our protag here. He has some clearly unresolved childhood trauma that he internalized in some not so healthy ways.
ねえ、もしかしてあれがブリッジスのお嬢様の？私初めて見たわ。
声が大きいって。とにかく下手に関わるな。あの家に睨まれたらこの町にはいられなくなるぞ。
まあ寝ている犬は起こすなってこった。それにしても大旦那様、お気の毒にな。
男兄弟の末っ子だけにミラお嬢様の可愛がりようは、それはもう。
Old and busted.
お嬢様もね、いい大学出してもらってバカでかい企業に入ったってのに、よりによってなぜ日本人なんかと。
ああ、あれだけ良くしてもらってな。名家であるブリッジスの名に泥を塗るような真似。
Yes, but how? You're just saying he did, but
才女と言っても
not
所
giving
詮
me any
箱入りだ。
specifics.
大方ジャップに騙されたんだろう。
まったく戦争といいなんといい、
Of course.
どれだけわしらに迷惑かければ気が済むんだ、ジャップどもは。
俺さ、
Yeah, hey,
クリスマス
gross.
はおじさんのところに行くんだ。スキーに連れてってくれるって。へえ、いいな。うちは親戚中集まって毎年恒例のパーティーさ。プレゼントすっげえもらえるんだ。
Cool.
お
For
い見ろ
you.
よ、卵まみれの汚いのがいるぞ。おいジャップ、邪魔すんなよ。俺たちいらない生卵捨ててんだぞ。
あれ捨ててるだけなのになんでジャップに当たっちゃうのかな。
Let's be real. If these kids were being sincere, they would come up with like more creative racial slurs than just going with a standard Jap. It's a little lacking, you know, in the vitriol that children are capable of.
お前ら何やってんだ、こんなことしやがって。洗ってやる。行こう。あれおかしいな、全然落ちないぞ。
もう大丈夫だから。
大丈夫じゃないさ、だって黄色いぜ。まだ黄身がこびりついてんだろ。いいかお前ら、次からは証拠残らないようにやれよ。こいつんちのじじい
That mean-
面倒だからな。
ユーヤブリッジス、どうしたんだ、ずぶ濡れじゃないか。
You know, just fell in.
なんでもないです先生。お水を飲もうとしたら。
He's real thirsty.
まったく何をやっているんだ、
My
こんな冬
thirst
の
is
さなかに。
great.
震えてるじゃないか。
寒いんです先生。
迎えの車はもう来ているから、寒いなら走っていきなさい。少しはマシになる。さようならユーヤ、良いクリスマスを。
Kids are mean. No, you see, Yuya, you don't understand. My glorious Nippon. It's very important.
ゆうや、あなたはパパの息子、侍の子。パパも遠くで頑張っているわ。だから負けないで、お願い。あなたが皆が分かり合えるよう助けてあげて。
もう嫌だよ。
Yeah. It's a little much for a dumb little kid to understand the concepts of like greater good, yada yada, all that. He just wants his dad.
やかましいぞ見ろ。私の屋敷で騒がせる。
弱い人を守るのが侍なんでしょ。どうしてパブ僕たちを守ってくれないの。
黙れ。静かにしろ。
Man, this family sucks.
僕を嫌うの。なんでみんな僕をいじめるの？
ゆうや。
本当のことを教えてよ。ママお願い。
Yeah, what's the dealio?
どうしても知りたい。
Yeah, spill the beans.
わかったわ。じゃあ
Dramatic zoom in.
教えてあげる。
Tell us, Mama.
ママ。
あなたがみんなに嫌われる理由。それはね。
Because they're all racist.
貴様が日本人に面汚しだからだ。
Oh boy, have fun. Why are we in the Soviet jail cell? But anyway, with that traumatic flashback done, that's where I'm going to end here today, because I need to fold my laundry and pack my bag. So yeah, once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. And I will be gone for a bit, but for you guys, it'll only be like 2-3 days from this episode to the next. So I hope to see you guys all there for the next episode of MUV LUV Total Eclipse. See you guys all then. Later. Bye. Oh, I gotta stop recording.